Hi there, thanks for stopping by. This is Michelle, and today is Tuesday, September the 23rd, and this is the fourth week of Decade Divas 2025. Um, I want to start off by just saying thank you to Shannon from the Spoonie Stitcher and Teresa of Critters Crochet for hosting this collaboration and for putting in so much work to make sure that this is an enjoyable and memorable collaboration for not only all of us content creators, but for also for the YouTube subscribers and YouTubers. I hope everybody enjoys watching all the videos about the 1970s. So, what is this Decade Divas? Decade Divas is a collaboration. This year there happens to be over 30 of us that are making videos about fiber related items that we have made based on a particular generation or decade. And this year, last year, let me say, they chose multiple decades, and somehow the 1970s was missed. So, to rectify that omission, um, they decided that this year everybody would do the 1970s. And let me tell you, apparently, everybody felt the same way I do. The 1970s is so much fun to play with. Um, it was a great decade for the fiber contents. There was so much going on, from macrame to knitting and crochet and um, latch hook and sewing and just you name it. It was everywhere. So it really gave a lot. And for me, growing up in the 70s, when I first heard about the collaboration, I was kind of excited about it, and I knew immediately that I wanted to participate in what I wanted to do. When I was a little girl in the 70s, my aunt made a cradle purse for me. Mine was yellow. My cousin had one, and hers was pink, and my sister's was blue. And they all had white trim. And I loved mine. And I wasn't a girly girl and didn't play with dolls and stuff, but I loved that cradle purse. It was so neat. It was a purse. It was a cradle. It was a purse. It was a cradle. It was cool. That's what it was. It was cool. So when I grew up and had two girls of my own, I made them both cradle purses, and they loved them. So now now I have a granddaughter, and I decided that I would make one for her. I had been thinking about it anyway, so I knew exactly what I was going to do. And I was really excited, and I signed up. And then, after I signed up and made the commitment, knowing what project I was going to do, um, all of a sudden, I started seeing them everywhere. I mean, they were everywhere. Come to find out, Mary Maxim had a kit that they put out with the cradle purse. So I thought, I want to do something that's different that people aren't seeing all the time. So I thought about it and thought about it. And I tried to remember the things that I liked in the 70s as a young child growing up. And of course, I was so young in the 70s that it was all about play, back then, except for Saturdays. Saturdays were the day that you woke up and ate breakfast, and then you had to clean the house. The bathrooms had to be scoured, the carpets had to be vacuumed, the beds had to be stripped and remade, all the things. The house had to be dusted, all that kind of stuff. And we weren't allowed to turn TV on until after it was done. So usually by the time we got through dragging our feet to um, doing our chores, our housework, by the time that we got to watch cartoons, it was more for the older kids. Um, but I liked it anyway. And my favorite that I liked, my sister always loved Land of the Lost. And I liked Fat Albert. So I started thinking about Fat Albert. And I remembered Mushmouth. And Mushmouth always had a beanie. Let me show you. This is, oh, that's a dog. That's not what you want. Got a picture here I want to show you. There we go. Show you that. Let's see here. Let me get back down. Oh no, not that. There we go. Mushmouth. Mushmouth. Now Mushmouth had always wore a blue scarf, a red beanie, plain red beanie, and red pants and a yellow shirt. So with that inspiration, I decided to make a red beanie for my granddaughter. It was actually going to be a plain beanie for my grandson, but he doesn't have a whole lot of hair, and the only red that I had wool in it, and I thought it might be a little scratchy on his thin little hair. He's only 7 months old, so but my granddaughter, she's got a head full of curls. So that was the first thing that I made, and I just made it up on the fly. Let me pick it back up, sorry. And I just started off with just a 6 magic ring, and I think I did 6 and then increased and made 2 rows of crochet, half double crochet cross stitches, and I did a couple of rows of in the back loop only to give it a little bit of texture. I'll add a pom-pom on the top if she wants me to, but I don't know that she's going to want to do that. So, but as I sat there and I was thinking about more about the 70s, and I looked over and just happened to see pictures that was just on top of the little container that I had. And lo and behold, this was on the very top. This is me in the 1970s. And I am wearing my favorite outfit. There's another picture. Notice the missing front teeth, top and bottom. This was my favorite outfit. And I know this is a black and white picture, so you can't really tell, but that is a green turtleneck, and the vest is polyester, and it is a gray. The light color is a gray, and then it's, or not a gray, it's a cream, and then the little triangles, the argyles, are green and gold. And of course it had matching, which I don't have a picture of, you can't see that, but it had matching polyester bell-bottom pants. Oh yeah, I was cool. I was so cool. So let me show you what I came up with. Hold on just a second. Okay, so this is what I made, inspired by my turtleneck and my green and mustard colored outfit from the 70s. Hold on just a second. Let me pull up a picture of it real quick. So this is, oh, did I get rid of it? I did. This is the reviews. There we go. This is what it looks like on the picture. This Etsy site, I'm sorry, I'm showing you the back of my head. The Etsy site is called, get back down here. I'm so sorry. I should have had this ready. The Etsy site is New Again Crochet, and she has a YouTube channel, and her YouTube channel is Just Vintage Crochet. A lot of her things are, it's vintage. Everything she does is pretty much vintage crochet things. It's a lot of fun. I haven't watched her for a while, but I used to watch her a whole lot. One of the things that she does is she takes old patterns, and her son, they'll make copies of it and cut out any of the pictures with the titles, and she will draw a pattern, and or randomly pick a pattern, and then she will make it. And a lot of the terms are different, and so it's it's a mystery make, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, so that's one of the things that she does on her channel. It's a lot of fun. This necklace is not fiber related, but this is a necklace that my mom used to wear back in the 70s. I don't know that she bought it in the 70s. She could have had it in the 60s or 50s, but she bought it in the 70s. Let me stand up here and show you. Ah. So that is how it is made. And yeah, so it was a fun project to make. I really enjoyed it. I didn't put the tassels on, or the fringe rather. I will be putting that on, but I'm gonna wait until after my hand isn't bandaged to do that. Plus, it doesn't get warm here until November, December, late November, maybe late December. But yeah, so I won't be wearing this anytime soon. It's still in the 90s here, so I'm gonna link the Just Vintage Crochet on and this pattern. It's a free tutorial, and if you want to buy the pattern, you can on her Etsy shop. But I'm going to link both her Etsy shop and her YouTube channel as well. Now with that, I'm going to tell you. So this has been a lot of fun. I'm going to read this because I don't want to get anything wrong. The Decade Divas project has been so much fun. I've really enjoyed it. So today, besides me, there will be two other videos that come out, two other YouTube content creators. The first one, well, not necessarily the first, we're all going to drop at the same time, but it is Camille's Creations and Sweet Pea Sid's Creations. Both of them will be putting out Decade Diva videos today. And then Saturday, there'll be 3 more. And that is Lori from the Armchair Chef, Bridget from Queen's Crafts by Bridget, and Paige from Paige Loves Pumpkins. So those are the ones that will be coming out this week. If you want to see the other ones, all you have to do is search hashtag DD for Decade Divas 1970s celebration. So 1970S. And I'm going to have this in the description. So if you want to go check out everybody else's and see what other 1970 inspired makes that you can find out there. Also, an easy way to do it is to go over to Shannon, the Spoonie Stitcher's channel, and she has in her playlist a Decade Divas 1970 celebration folder. So if you click on that, you can see everybody's video that has been made to date. And she'll have that anytime you want to go over and watch it, check it out. So I'm going to list everybody that participated, because like I said, there's already been four weeks of this. So the first week was Shannon and Teresa, and then on the 6th was K&K Crochet, The Sonnet Silence, Gwinspire Creations, and then on the second week, September the 9th, was Strings and Threads Heather, Froggy Went a Knitting Jennifer, All Yarned Up Tara Lynn, and then on 9/13 was Heather's Creative Corner and Flourish Crochet with Jana K. And then week 3 was last week, and that was Susie's Crochet and Chat, Lori's Stories and Crochet, Sweet Moments by Jessie. And then last Saturday was Nova Gnome Creations, Crochetedy HD, that's CROH80HD, so by Jackie, and then Creatively Sandra. That was last week. And then, like I said, this week is Sweet Sydney with Sweet Pea Sid's I said it wrong the first time. I said Creations. That's not true. It's Sydney's Sweet Pea Sid's Inspirations is the name of her channel. Her name is Sydney, so that is Sweet Pea Sid's Inspirations, and Camille's Creations. And then there's me, Michelle Plays Hooky, and then Saturday will be the Armchair Chef Lori, and Queen's Craft by Bridget, and Paige Loves Pumpkins. Those will be Saturdays. So those are going to be great. Go and check everybody out. And if you want to participate, there's plenty of time. All you have to do is make something that is mostly fiber related and 70's inspired. And it can't be anything scary or anything like that. There will be rules that are going to be listed. I'll have them in the description box. But everything has to be family friendly. But make your makes and then go over to Shannon's page and post it with the Decade Divas 1970s celebration hashtag. So, and put it on her community post. Or you can also put it on Teresa's at Critters Crochet. So I'm anxious to see what everybody makes. The week to post your pictures will be the September the 30th, or in October, I believe it's the 15th. I'm going to post it below, but for sure the week to post it would be on the September the 30th with the hashtag Decade DD197S celebrations. So thank y'all so much for watching. This has been so much fun, and I can't wait to see Camille's and Sid's what they made. So you guys take care, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.